This episode is proudly supported by the new Capital Food Market Canberra, where you can explore the very best producers, artisans, fresh food providores and hospitality venues of the region. Here's Jared Deaton from 3 Mills Bakery.
And I think that's the beating heart of the city. You always sort of travel and remember going to, markets and see what the culture's all about. So it was sort of only natural for us to really want to be a part of the new Capital Food Market. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I think it's an amazing market.
For more information, go to capitalfoodmarket.com.au or visit the markets and feed your curiosity.
I never get sick of cherries, and I do get excited. I do like the cherry season. It's a bit of a buzz, and to see the fruit coming from the orchard to the packing shed, and just seeing, the produce that's being created.
This is The Producers. I'm Dani Valent. In a world where we can get just about anything, just about any time, it's wonderfully exciting to have truly seasonal crops that mark a time of year. Cherries are certainly in that category. They're a crop that signals summer, the festive season, and a continuing connection to natural cycles. We talk all things cherries with Alison Jones, lifetime cherry farmer, CEO of Wandin Valley Farms, and the president of the Victorian Cherry Association.
My name's Alison Jones. I'm part of Wandin Valley Farms, and I'm also president of the Victorian Cherry Association. Our farm, we have a farm up near Mildura, which just finished harvesting. We have another farm just out of Wangaratta at a place called Bowyer, and they have just started. And then we have also a farm in Tasmania on the Derwent River, and they will start about the 10th of December. So that gives us a really long harvest window for cherries. I grew up on a cherry farm, and my family became involved in Wandin Valley Farms in the 80s with a number of like-minded local growers who decided to head north to where the conditions were a little bit more conducive to cherries and get a little bit earlier in the season. And then in 2007, our family purchased the farm from the remaining shareholders, and it's our family business. My mum and dad, my mum's passed, but my family have been in it for a long time, and my brother works in the business, my husband, and my son and daughter. Son's just come back from working away, and so we're all involved, and my sister-in-law's involved. So just it's a family business, and we're passionate about what we do, and it's good creating something that creates a lot of interest. Well, I think I was about 8 when I thought, I'm going to get out and join the cherry pickers. And after that, it was not just an optional. It was sort of like, you can go out and be a picker. And so I picked in the morning and went to the packing shed in the afternoon. And after school, we'd make the boxes for the next day's packing, and couldn't do that with the amount of fruit we're putting through now. But it was a good way to grow up. We didn't sort of have a lot of time, with friends at the beach or anything, but we had a good job, and were able to save up and buy our own cars, and just deal with a lot of interesting people, and learn the value of money.
They're usually just called cherries in the shops, but there are lots of varieties of cherry, and farmers tend to grow dozens of different ones to maximise their earnings throughout the season. Alison explains how it all works.
There are a number of old varieties like Merchant, Ron's, that's just a few off the top of my head, Van. Some of those, are more potentially more domestic. Things like Not a Domestic, quite popular overseas. But then there's new varieties. There's a Royal series that's been developed, and there's also plenty of new varieties are coming up that are being developed, so it's just staying on tune with those. But to get through a harvest, you need to have a lot of varieties, up to, say, around 35 varieties, and that just helps you get through a broad harvest, because some varieties only might last for 5 days. So to go through 100 days, you need to have many varieties to get you through that. And they're from all different parts of the world, and some are cool climate and some are more temperate. Some don't need much chill. Some are fertile. Some need a partner to become fertile. So there's lots of options, lots of variations too. There's certain varieties work in certain regions. Some varieties maybe that we have at our Bowyer property near Mildura won't work in Tassie, or Tassie will be better. Some that work in Calignan near Mildura is very really pushing the boundaries, so a lot of varieties don't work there. It's too hot. We're privileged to have them a crop that grows in summer, and also to be aligned with Christmas. That's a pretty big added advantage. And cherry picking is very, very popular. There's a number of farms that do cherry picking, and it's very, very popular. Great family activity, and just an experience to get out in the country and see something different, understand how cherries grow, and be able to pick them yourself, take them home.
We love buying cherries in the shops, but a lot of cherry farms offer consumer picking experiences too. What's the trick to picking and storing cherries for greatest enjoyment?
When you're picking cherries, they need to be that you keep them on the stem, and the idea is that you actually sort of like pinch them where the cherry stem meets the tree and twist, and that sort of releases them off the branch, and they're normally in clumps. And that's the best way to pick them. And store them is generally just store them in the fridge, and they will last weeks if you store them like that. Currently we're doing sort of between 200-300 bins a day, so we're doing about maybe about 50 tonne. So we have camera technology, so our fruit goes through what's called a cluster cutter, and all the cherries need to be cut into singles to go under the cameras. We're sorting with camera technology, which is colour, black and white and infrared, so it's sorting by colour, size and defect. And that's just a number of parameters that can help to really go down deep with the settings, and helped us to get the best result in the box. So we still have sorters. We don't have the grading just doing purely the whole job. But the machine does pull out a fair bit, which does help to reduce our staffing. And then that goes to a second grade box of fruit, and some goes to the waste. And then just what's left, which is maybe the last 10% of grading, gets done by the sorters. Yeah. Sorry, just on that, we're packing into 2 kilo, 5 kilo punnets and bags. So we've got a number of, and we also do 1 kilo boxes as well. So there's multiple versions of packs being done for multiple markets. So quite a lot of variety.
Cherries are very susceptible to weather. Alison explains what cherries love and what they are not fond of at all.
Well, we don't want a lot of rain. Last year it was too cold and wet, so we didn't get a good fruit set. So this year we have much better fruit set, and no rain means that pretty much what we do pick goes over the grader and into a box for our consumers. When we get rain, the fruit can crack, and then we end up with a lot of waste. So it's not really good for anybody. So that's some of the reasons why this season's looking good. So we're all looking forward to everybody getting a chance to enjoy good quality cherries and enjoy them not only for Christmas, but picnics, or enjoy them on your own watching TV or with a book. So plenty of occasions to just enjoy some cherries and enjoy the health benefits.
Growing cherries isn't easy, but it's just one part of the business. Alison puts her Cherry Association hat on to talk about different growers and different avenues of getting to market.
It's actually growing. Cherries are very popular, and there's a number of people recently getting into it. Whether you just do farm gate, or whether you do export and domestic, or whether you do U-pick, there's lots of different options as to how you sell it, and there's lots of people doing different things. So and there's quite a lot of people getting into cherries, but like I say, there are small, medium and large growers, and they've all got their own, avenues that they sell to. Some are the same, some are different. So,
is cherry picking the hardest part of the year? Alison explains what happens during other times to give the best chance of a successful crop.
Pretty much as soon as the season's finished, we will hedge the trees. In the past, you just let the trees grow and grow, but now we sort of make them, it's more of a pedestrian style orchard. So that helps also to push the energy back down into the tree for growth and bud development. And then, there's a lot of fertigating that needs to be done with the fruit trees to make sure that we have good cherries. And there's also pruning. A lot of wood needs to come out to make sure that they're not too many branches. You need to allow for the sun to get into the tree, so that takes a lot of time, and that's all done with electric secateurs. What else needs to be done? Assessing the varieties that are planted. So there might be some varieties that, past their use by, or just aren't popular with customers. So they will need to be removed and blocks replanted. So that's just some of the jobs. There is plenty to be done. And also, we travel overseas to see what's new and coming up in test blocks and assessing new varieties. So that's always, stay ahead of the market, or at least in line with the market, to see what's on vogue.
No farming is easy, but cherry farmers have it harder than some. They only have one crop to earn their income from the year, and they need rain at one time and can't bear rain at another. Alison explains.
It's hard. I did say to someone yesterday, you start a cherry season, it's like jumping in the pool and feeling like Kieran Perkins, wanting to get to the other end and just touch it without anything going wrong. It's, there's a lot of things to get through, and you've got only one crop a year, so, there's a fair bit riding on it. You try and spread your risk by having multiple farms, so you haven't got all your eggs in one location. And we do actually, if we have a large rain event, because we have quite a lot of acreage, we potentially might have a helicopter that will go up and just float over the trees and just blow the water off. And that's actually really effective. It sounds bizarre, but it works. And you can also, just have run the spray pumps through the orchard and blow the rain off also. That helps to protect your crop. Just some tricks like that, if you can just remove the water off the cherries, that certainly helps to get out of a rain event. Birds in certain areas are quite an issue, and we net, and we have noise detractors. So just something to settle, not let them settle, and we try and move, get them moved on, just so they can't just prop and start eating. So keep them on the move. But a number of our properties are just about quite heavily netted.
So many Australian consumers look forward to cherries, with many heirloom recipes dusted off for summer. How does Alison Jones love to eat her cherries?
I really like to just eat them as they are. It's just a special treat. It's a great easy snack. I call it a guilt-free snack, and they're so good for you. And I might sometimes stew them up just with some ice cream. But and also you can make a really good bruschetta with cherries. So we make a number of products for our shop here, and a number of people do make products like cherry sauce, which is always nice on ice cream or a dessert. So there's plenty of things that you can do, but really fresh is really the preference for me.
There are so many different aspects to cherry farming. What is it that Alison Jones loves most about what she does?
One thing I love about cherry season is, just working with good people, and my role is I'm CEO of Wandin Valley Farms, but also I work in the shed, and it's just great working with, enthusiastic people, and we have a really diverse multicultural range here, and it's just it's really rewarding dealing with good fruit, and it's a product that people are excited about. It's still seasonal, so we talk about cherries, just 100 days, and pretty much that's what it is. I never get sick of cherries, and I do get excited. I do like the cherry season. It's a bit of a buzz, and to see the fruit coming from the orchard to the packing shed, and just seeing, the produce that's been created and all the work that's gone into it, and getting it into a box, and the customer satisfaction is terrific, and really, does give you a buzz that, especially when you get good feedback from your customers, how much they enjoy it and love it. So, yeah, knowing that it's appreciated is, makes it all worthwhile, and seeing good quality fruit. So, and we have lots of great customers too, so it certainly helps too. It's all about, it's all about relationships, isn't it? So if you can make good relationships with people, and everybody's happy and getting something out of it, it sort of keeps things moving.
Cherry season is 100 days of joy and bounty, but it's 365 days of obsession, care and hard work for Alison Jones, both in her role as President of the Victorian Cherry Association and as CEO of the multi-site Wandin Valley Farms. Though the work can be hard and stressful, there are more payoffs than pain, not least the annual joy of eating a handful of sweet and juicy cherries. This is The Producers, a Deep in the Weeds production. I'm Dani Valent. Stay tuned as we talk to some of Australia's best farmers, makers and growers. Follow us on Instagram at Producers Podcast, or contact us via deepintheweeds.com.au.